Hello, hi, I am Ahelia and this is how I became an Indigo cabin crew member. So stick around because I will be telling you what exactly happens during the interview process and also about my experience with Indigo. Okay, so let's rewind. More than a month ago, I was exactly where you are right now, confused, googling cabin crew questions and answers, sample questions and answers, and that was it. I was as confused as you are right now. I will be honest with you, okay? It was my first corporate interview, my first job interview. I was embarrassingly unprepared. At least that's what I thought, okay? Because all these girls who were really serious, who were really determined from a very young age that they would be a cabin crew member, they had taken up courses, they had taken a plethora of courses and coaching and training from different institutes from all over the world, and here I was. What was to my rescue? My CV, which was black and white, and second, the sample questions and answers that I had googled and some questions that I had taken from YouTube here and there. Just that, just my black and white CV and some questions. That was my preparation. But guess what? I made it. I sat for the interviews of two major airlines in India and I cracked both of them. But I decided to go for Indigo because Indigo was my favorite. And all of them were cracked by me on my very first attempt. The same underprepared girl which I thought I was, I cracked both the interviews in my very first attempt. So I'm here today trying to break down every step to make it easier for you and to tell you about my key takeaways, my experience, to tell you exactly what you need to do, any tips that you might need that might be of use to you, and I just wish that I can give you the best. A little backstory about me if you don't mind. So my mother, she wanted to be an air hostess, right? So I grew up listening to stories about how life is for an air hostess, how fascinating it is for an air hostess every day, layovers at exquisite locations and etc and etc. Deep down I wanted to further inquire, but I was very academically inclined for that. I was extremely nerdy. Not nerdy, I was geeky. I thought about degrees more than I thought about airports. So I did not inquire further. Just before the day of my interview, the same night, I decided that I would go for my interview. It was a walk-in interview, right? So I decided that I would go. I had no expectations, I had no hopes. I just wanted to explore. I wanted to see what else can I do, because if I do not try anything, how would I ever know that if I like this thing or not? And what else do I have to lose? I have nothing to lose, right? I'm just 22 and something that my inner child wanted, why not just give it a try? We were called to this hotel in Kolkata. I am from Kolkata, so we were called to this hotel in Kolkata, and it was a sight to behold. I mean, the line, my god, like I could not even count the heads, the line, the people, the number of people. It was insane. It was astronomical to say, the amount of the amount of people that had come to the interview. And all of them, they were like very confident. They looked like they were experienced, and yes, most of them were experienced. There were very few people who were freshers like me, but people were experienced because I was asking around and they all said that they were experienced. So they had that look on their face, that confidence wala look they had on their face, and they were so pretty, they were so talented, they were so nice people, right? But I was not nervous because I did not have an expectation. I had zero hopes. Okay, I had nothing to lose, so I was not nervous. If you're clueless, just smile. Okay, I smiled so much that my cheeks just started to cramp up. Okay, so just smile if you're clueless. First round was a GD round, and we were queued up in groups of 10. And the madam who took the interview, she was a sweetheart. Is it acceptable to call a madam sweetheart? I don't know. I just mean to say that she was very sweet, she was very generous, and she was extremely humble. And the question she posed was a very simple question, and that was, what are your hobbies? Okay, that was the question. Like I said, the girls were extremely talented. They had like very interesting hobbies. Some were like excellent photographers, some were artists, some were dancers. There was so much talent all around me, and I was I felt so good. I was looking at them in awe. I was thinking, oh my god, these women are so inspiring. That was really me. And then my turn came. She asked me my hobby, and I said what I had to say. After which she asked me, Ahelia, why did you want to become a cabin crew member? Why do you want to become a cabin crew member? I answered. After which she asked, Ahelia, if not this, then what? And I said, if not this, then my academic, my general academic, whatever I was doing, I would continue with that. She said, Ahelia, what is the guarantee that you would like the job? You would not resign in the near future? And I tried to spice it up with some humor, but I don't know if people got it or not. My answer was a very authentic answer, I would say. It was not at all sugar-coated. It was not at all somebody else's words. It was something that really showed her the real me, the real motivation why I want to do this job. And I think she was content with my answer. It was not at all rehearsed. It was not at all cliche. I think she was content with my answer, and she said, perfect. Eventually, it was declared that only I made the cut among the 10 girls, and I was allowed to move to the second round, which was the communications round. I started to be a little happy because I had zero hopes. My level was at 0. It was going to 1, so I was starting to be happy. The second round, they had placed a laptop in front of us. It was a room and there was only one laptop, and when our turn came, we had to go and sit in front of the laptop to give our interview. So a ma'am was on the other side of the screen and she was asking us questions. Man, boy, this time I was nervous. And the reason? Because when I entered the hotel for the first time, I saw that there were like so many girls, and all of these girls got rejected, and only like 6 to 7 girls, including me, only these people were allowed to move to the second round. It's really scary to think about, right? But to my surprise, she asked us very simple questions like, what do you do when you wake up in the morning? How is your morning routine like? Who do you love the most in your family? How's your relationship with your parents? What are the challenges that you might be facing when you join this industry? Again, I was very vulnerable. I was very authentic with my answers. I tried to be as real as possible, and I made it to the third round. Basically, check your fluency in both the languages, Hindi and English. And it's not about what you say, but how you say it. Your approach matters, your fluency matters, your diction matters. And that's it. Please don't be super nervous thinking it's something rocket science. No, it's not. It's just a very very simple round that you are going to surpass. The girls who were with me, they were very talented people. They were excellent communicators. They had a lot of experience, and some were freshers like me. And they were such nice girls. They were like very humble, and they were very sweet and generous, and that's what I really liked about them. Like, you can literally feel the energy of good people around you when you are around such people. Third round, the medical round, or the BMI round, as you may call it, right? So in this round, they check your dental alignment, they check your vision, your eyesight, whether you are colorblind or not, your scars, your height, and your weight. I think the reason they check your scars is because they want somebody who is mentally balanced, because this is a profession that requires you to be in the pink of your health, since the safety of so many people is in your hands. So you need to be very mentally fine. And again, by the grace of God, I made it to the fourth round. I passed my third round, my medical round. I was really scared about my eyesight because I use spectacles. So I was really scared. I was very confused. But no, it was not an issue since it could be corrected with lenses. So I passed my third round, but I was sad because so many girls, like only 3 girls including me, got to the next round. And the other girls, they were such nice girls, they were rejected because of many reasons, and it was really sad for me. I hugged them tight. I was really sad, okay? I was really sad. So for the fourth round, we were all seated in a room. All of us, like we 3 girls, were seated in the room, and a madam, she took our interview. What I really like about this process was that it was very transparent, and it was very honest. It was very transparent, right? And that madam, she took our interview. I was a fresher, the second girl was a fresher, and the third girl, she was an experienced senior cabin crew. So the fourth round, it began, and the madam was asking a lot of questions. I was the last one to be questioned. So I was witnessing everything that was unfolding in front of my eyes. She was bombarding them with questions, so many questions. Like, why did you want to become a cabin crew member? And what made you shift from your last company to Indigo, and everything. And also some little personal questions that made me know them a little better, in a little better way. And it was so inspiring. These girls are very inspiring. The journey, the life journey they have had, the inspirations, the motivations, it inspired me a lot. These girls were like really good people, and I really liked that about them. So she was bombarding them with questions, and I was just waiting for my turn. Then in the blink of my eye, my turn came, right? No more enjoyment, no more listening to people's stories. So she asked me, Ahelia, what made you attracted to this industry as a whole, and especially into this profession? Like, what made you attracted to this profession? I gave her a very honest answer that I have friends in this industry, and I really look at their Instagram stories and their social media handles, and I really like the life they live. And I really want to be something like them. I really want to be in their place, in their shoes. I want to see how life is really, and not just the positive sides but also the negative sides of it. I want to cherish and know all the sides of this profession. Then she asked me, it was my second question, and to my horror it was my last question. Okay, she was asking these people 5 to 6 questions, and she only asked me 2 questions, and it was very horrifying to me. She asked me, Ahelia, tell me something that is not in your resume. And I told her a very emotional trait of mine, that I am a very empathetic person, and it is required in this industry because it is very customer centric. It is very, you need to be compassionate, you need to listen to people first. So I just elaborated a little on it. I touched some light on it, I threw some light on it, and I told her what I had to say. And then she said, okay, bye bye Ahelia, you go and wait. The results will be announced in a while. You go and wait with the other girls, right? So I was like, I'm done for. Okay, everybody was asked so many questions, and I was waved goodbye at just the second question. I was like, I'm done for. It's okay. Then I was consoling myself that it's okay. It was my first attempt. I'll come back again. I'll come back stronger, and all those things that you say to yourself. I was trying to console myself, and I was really rooting for the other 2 girls because they were really nice people and they were like very talented. So I was really rooting for these 2 people. Okay, so I was like, okay, it's fine. If not me, it's okay. At least they would make the cut, and I would be happy for that. The 3, we were waiting and we were hoping for the best. Honestly, I was not hoping for anything because I was already, like, the white flag was already there. I already thought it was done for me, game over. I was not hoping anything. I was not expecting anything. Anything that I had built up in the initial stages, it was also gone. I had lost that motivation too. I had lost that hope too. So I did not have any, I had 0 hopes. Like I said, I went back to square one, right? So we were called again by the HR, and the HR told us for the final showdown, for the final result, that all you 3 girls are selected, not directly, except for Ahelia. She is selected directly. That moment I could not believe what I just heard. I was asking her over and over again, ma'am, am I directly selected? And she was like, she was smiling at that point. She was like laughing at that point. She was like, yes, darling, you are selected. You do not have to worry. See you at iFly. And I could not believe what I just heard, right? The other 2 girls, they were put to PhD. And I know that they are going to crack it very soon, and they are going to join me in iFly. They are going to join me on board very soon. So I'm just rooting and I'm hoping for the best, praying for them. And so that was my experience with Indigo as the first time, in my first attempt, what really happened with me. So that was it. So coming to my attire for my interview, it was a very plain white shirt, a formal shirt. I wore a knee-length skirt and I paired it up with my fleece stockings, and I wore a very formal black shoe. That was all about my attire. Then I did an updo. My mother helped me. I cannot do updos so well right now. So she helped me with my bun, or else if I were to make that bun, baby hairs would have popped up from somewhere or the other. So she helped me make that classical bun. So that was my hair. And about my makeup, it was a very light makeup. It was a very light makeup, as natural as possible. Lipstick should have been like, my lipstick was nude, and the nail paint that I wore, it was also of a very nude color. So it was overall, it was a very light and a nude look, Right, so this was about my appearance. This is how I went to the interview. So if you are to ask for a tip, I would say please do not go for that cliche rehearsed lines, the question and answers that you prepare for. Please do not go for them. Please be real, please be authentic. Companies, they just want you to be real. They want the real you and not somebody else. They don't want you to say sugar coated words. They don't want you to rehearse somebody else's lines. Please be you. They want to see the real you, the authentic you, and they want to know the real motivation why you want this job or any job. That's what I would say, because that's what I have learned from this interview. Because no amount of preparation will take you anywhere if you're not real, if you're not honest with yourself. And if you're not honest with yourself, if you're not honest with the company, it will affect you in the long term. Because if you're not honest with yourself, how will you be honest during the course of this job? So please do yourself a favor and be honest, and for that, love yourself. I feel beyond blessed and grateful to have had this opportunity to be around such wonderful, phenomenal women. Thank you so much, Indigo, for considering me. Thank you so much, Indigo, for making me meet such wonderful women. It would be a lovely memory to cherish, and I promise not to let you down. So that was it. That was about my lovely experience with Indigo, and I pray that you have even a better one. So just don't be nervous. It's not rocket science. It's very simple. Believe in yourself. Love yourself enough to know that you're going to get through this. So, and also, thank you so much for watching, and maybe wait for my next video, and maybe comment down anything else that you want to know about this profession. I would love to help you out. Also, again, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.